Hi everyone, this is Brian Hayes, and welcome to Volume 2 in our series on the electric lap steel guitar. In Volume 1 we covered the basic D minor open tuning and also explored the Hawaiian Lap Steel guitar sounds and spoke about greats such as Jerry Byrd, one of the legendary Hawaiian style lap steel players. Today we're going to look at the D major open tuning, one of the standard D major open tunings, and also explore the evolution of the lap steel as it moved forward to enter contemporary country music and become a standard instrument in the country music band lineup. First of all, I just want to talk about the open D major tuning. I've got my Vorsen SL220 lap steel here. And if you're not familiar with this instrument, please explore the Volume 1 tutorial. I go over this instrument in quite a lot of detail in that tutorial. It's a beautiful lap steel. It just has a fantastic sound. And for the price that it's currently being sold at, it's an absolute bargain entry into the world of lap steel playing at a professional level if you're new to it or if you're looking to upgrade your current instrument. Okay, going from the 6th or thickest string, I've got this tuned to D, so that note is D, a tone below the normal E string on a 6-string guitar. The 5th string I have tuned to A, exactly the same pitch as the A string on a guitar. The 4th string I have tuned to D, again the same pitch as D, the 4th string of a normal guitar tuning. The 3rd string I have tuned to the note F sharp, and this is a semitone, one semitone or one fret lower than the standard G string on a guitar. So the 3rd string on the lap steel for today's tutorial I have tuned to the note F sharp, and I'll come back to that string in a moment. The 2nd string I have tuned to the note A, and that's A one tone lower than the normal B string on a standard guitar tuning. And finally, the 1st string I have tuned to D, again one tone or 2 frets below the normal E string on a standard guitar tuning. If I brush my thumb across those 6 strings, I get a very deep, rich, beautiful, warm sounding D major chord. Now there are variations of the open D tuning and we won't go into that today. This is one of the standard, more common versions of the open D tuning. So I'll just quickly go over those 6 strings again from the fattest to the thinnest. D, A, D, F sharp, A and D. Now that's great because it gives us a standard major chord via any string grip on any fret. We can get other chords, 7ths and minors, by slanting the bar and by combining open strings with closed strings. We're not going to get into that today. I just want you to be familiar with that open D tuning. Now, the 3rd string is interesting. Lap steels, dobros, pedal steel guitars, slide instruments in general are what is known as tempered tuning instruments. By that I mean that not every string, the tuning won't sound correct if every string is tuned to 440 standard international concert pitch. The 3rd string in this tuning is a classic example. I actually have that string at the moment tuned about 5 to 10 cents below what my electric tuner is telling me F sharp concert pitch should be tuned to. If I actually tune that 3rd string up to 440 concert pitch and then strum across that chord, it sounds wildly out of tune. Now the concert piano, the grand piano, the acoustic piano is tuned similarly. If you've ever experimented tuning a piano yourself, as I have in many, many years ago, you rapidly find out that you can't tune a piano with every string and every note in the piano to 440 concert pitch. It will be horrendously unplayable if you do. Same with the pedal steel guitar, same with the dobro, and the same with the lap steel. So just be wary of that if you're experimenting with that tuning. For me, I tune the other 5 strings to 440 or close to it, but I have that 3rd string considerably flatter than what the electric tuner tells me I should be tuning it to. Just a side note on that, the great Lloyd Green, perhaps the finest ever Nashville pedal steel guitarist, through his entire career tuned his pedal steel, and he played a 10-string Lloyd Green model Showbud pedal steel, 3 floor pedals and 4 knee levers, played with the standard 10-string E9th Nashville tuning. But he tuned his pedal steel guitar, including the intonation on the pedals and the knee levers and all of the open strings, for his whole career entirely by ear. He never used an electric tuner, and no one, bar no one, ever played the pedal steel guitar more in tune than the great Lloyd Green. So I just passed that on, that we can get too caught up by staring with our eyes at electric tuners and turning our ears off to what the strings sound like when played together. In 1936, an American steel guitarist by the name of Leon McAuliff composed what was to become the first true standard instrumental tune that became mandatory for all steel guitarists of the time to play, and still to this day. The tune was called Steel Guitar Rag, and it was recorded by Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys back in 1936. It went on to introduce the lap steel guitar as a standard instrument in contemporary country music bands of that era. Remember, this was still many decades before pedals were added to the steel guitar, and Leon McAuliffe's Steel Guitar Rag is a really classic example of just how good a standard major tuning on a lap steel can sound. I'd like you to have a listen to my own arrangement, a short arrangement of Leon McAuliffe's Steel Guitar Rag, played on the Vorsen SL220 lap steel, tuned to open D major. I hope you enjoyed hearing my arrangement of Leon McAuliffe's famous Steel Guitar Rag. It incorporates many of the picking and bar techniques required to play lap steel, dobro and pedal steel. As always, keep in touch via my website. That's www.brianhayes.biz, B-I-Z-Z for Zorro. Drop me an email if you have any fundamental questions about playing the lap steel. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's the best way to keep up to date as I load new videos on the many instruments that I play and teach. Bye for now.